Salam. Today I'm going to explain a vocabulary lesson of the reading selection where the red fern grows. First, let's read the directions. You have to try to read the words correctly after you listen to the correct pronunciation by the teacher. Look at the illustrations of the vocabulary words and try to think of what each picture shows. Read the sentence about each word and try to figure out the meaning of the underlined words through context clues. Listen to the definition of the words and at the end apply the words through exercises and evaluation. Let's warm up by describing the picture and answering the following questions. What does the picture show? It shows street markets. These markets are full of people. What are the people doing there? They are buying goods. What are the merchants selling? Merchants mean the people who are displaying their goods in order to sell them in the market. So what are the merchants selling? They are selling different items, food and some necessary needs. How are the people gathering? They are not organized. They are in disorderly groups. After warming up, it's time to read the words. I'm going to read each word and you have to repeat it after me. I'll read each word twice. Please don't forget to repeat each word. Hide, hide, heft, heft, words, words, provisions, provisions, mob, mob, dumbfounded, silent B, dumbfounded, hillbilly, hillbilly, mustard, mustard, adoration, adoration. Don't forget to read the words. Now let's start with the first word. As I told you before, we're going to look at the picture, describe them, read the sentence, and try to guess the meaning of the word through the pictures and the context clues. Picture number 1, I can see a bag and shoes. In picture number 2, it's a carpet or a mat. What are these 2 items or 3 items made of? How do they manufacture them? They use the animal skin. So many animals were hunted in order to use their hides in clothing, shoes, and bags. Can you guess now the meaning of hides? Hide, which is a noun, means animal skin. Please don't forget to use each word orally in a sentence after explanation. I'll move to word number 2. Word number 2 is heft. Let's describe the pictures. In the 2 pictures we can see persons carrying or lifting olives, watermelon, pomegranate. Why do you think they are carrying them or lifting them? Let's read the picture. Let's read the sentence. Some experienced merchants can heft the weight of the goods in the palm of their hands. So they are carrying and lifting these items in order to know their weight. What's the meaning of heft? Heft means, which is a verb, heft, to lift something to figure out how much it weighs. Don't forget to use it in a sentence. Now it's time to explain word number 3. Words. In the pictures, I can see a lot of things. Vegetables, fruits, certain items, a lot of things displayed. Who display these items? The merchants. Why do you think they display them? Because they want to sell them for people. So the words mean words mean items that are ready for sale. Many merchants lower the prices to sell as much quantity as they can from their wares. The word wares, which is a noun, means items for sale. Now, I bet you can use more than 2 words together in one sentence to expand your sentence and avoid choppy sentences. And word number 4 is provisions. In the picture, there are a lot of things. Pasta, ketchup, a lot of things. What's the common among all these items? Yeah, right, we can eat them. So provisions means, let's read the sentence before figuring out the definition. When there is a war, all people work hard to provide all their provisions, the necessary supplies they need. So provisions mean necessary supplies and especially food. Before moving to the second group, let's do an application. In this application, you have to match each word to the correct definition. In the first column, there are 4 words: hide, heft, wares, and provisions. In the second column, we have definitions, and you have to match each word to its definition. Items for sale, necessary supplies, animal skin, lift something to weigh it. After this application, it's time to move to the second group of words. Word number 5, mobs. If we look at the picture, we can see a lot of people screaming, yelling, shouting. Maybe they are protesting against the government. Look at the police officers. They are trying to stop them. But look at this group. Are they organized or disordered, chaotic? When people protest against tyranny and unfairness all over the world, they join mobs on streets. What's the meaning of mobs? Mobs mean a group of people which are unorganized. Mob, a large, disorderly groups. Mob is a noun. Please use it in a sentence orally. We say we join mobs in order to ask for our right, in order to protest against the unjust government. Word number 6. Look at this man. How does he look? He looks shocked, surprised. Probably he's watching something unexpected, dumbfounded. Let's read the sentence. I was completely dumbfounded when I won the prize because I didn't expect that I would have such a good luck in that competition. So why is this man dumbfounded? Because he won the prize and he wasn't expecting this. What's the meaning of dumbfounded? Extremely extremely surprised. As this girl looks, she is dumbfounded. Dumbfounded is an adjective. Word number 7. Hillbilly. Let's describe this man. He looks somehow strange in his overalls, funny hat. Where do you think he's coming from? I think that he's coming from the woods, from rural villages, or from the mountain. How do you think this man would behave if he reaches the city? I think that he will act in a strange way. That's why we call him a hillbilly. Hillbilly means when a villager or a man from the woods or from the mountain reaches the city and starts acting in a strange way. Long ago, people who lived in the backwoods or mountains areas and didn't know how to act as people in cities were named hillbillies. Hillbilly, it's a noun, and it's a negative name for a person from a mountain or far woods. What's the meaning of negative? Negative means it's not preferred to use. It's not nice. It's not nice to describe someone as a hillbilly because we might hurt his feeling. Word number 8. Adoration. The picture shows probably a mom and her daughter. Look at them. She's treating her in a lovely way. She's so kind. How can you describe the relation between this mom and her daughter? It's full of love and adoration. I was well repaid by love and adoration that I saw in the eyes of my mother. So what's the meaning of adoration? Adoration means a deep feeling of love. Adoration is the noun, which is a deep feeling of love. If you want to use it as a verb, you can use adore. Adore is the verb. We've reached the last word. Muster. Word number 9 is muster. Let's look at the picture. What do you see in the picture? I can see a girl climbing a mountain using ropes. What do you think such a person needs in order to be able to do such an action? She needs courage, bravery. That's why last year when I tried to climb up the mountain, I mustered up enough courage to reach the summit despite many difficulties. So muster means to call up or get enough courage to do something. Muster is a verb, and usually we use muster my courage, recall my courage to do something. Now we covered all the words, and before application, please, I recommend to prepare the booklet. Please prepare your booklet and open it, page 22. Pause the video, go and bring your booklet and open it, page 22. We have to read the vocabulary words and their meanings on page 22 in the booklet. Don't forget to read the model sentences too on page 23, also in the booklet. After you read the words with their meanings and their model sentences, now it's time for the application. First, in this application, you have to unscramble the following words. Make sure you use all the letters. So these words are scrambled. You have to unscramble them to form vocabulary words. Now, please pause the video, go and prepare your practice book. Open page 195 in your practice book and complete the paragraph using the key vocabulary on page 195 in your practice book. So you have to fill the missing words from the vocabulary words. When you finish, use the vocabulary words in meaningful sentences on your vocabulary notebook. So you have to prepare your vocabulary notebook. Don't forget to be neat and use each word in a meaningful sentence. Avoid choppy sentences, avoid weak ones. You can write expanded sentences, meaningful ones, and strong ones. And finally, it's time for the evaluation. In this evaluation, you have to test your knowledge, you have to test your understanding. You have two exercises. Exercise A. Read the following sentences. Replace the underlined words with a suitable vocabulary word. So I'll read the sentences. Check each underlined group of words. You have to replace them with a vocabulary word. Sentence number 1. When I went to the supermarket, I was amazed since there were a lot of items for sale. What's the meaning of items for sale? Sentence 2. My friend was extremely surprised when she got the award. What's the meaning of extremely surprised? Replace it by a vocabulary word. 3. Ali was bothered by a large disorderly group when he moved to a new school in a foreign country. A large disorderly group means. Sentence 5. Fatima saw a deep feeling of love in her mom's eyes when she read the poem she wrote for her. A deep feeling of love means. When finishing exercise A, now start with exercise B. Complete the following paragraph with a suitable word from the box. In this box we have words, vocabulary words. You have to fill in the blanks with words from the box. Words: hide, dumbfounded, mob, mustard, adoration, provisions. I'll read the paragraph. When I traveled to Iran last week, I was so excited. First, I packed all my clothes and some in a small bag. Then I took out the unnecessary stuff and kept the needed one. When I reached there, I rode a taxi, but unfortunately, I stopped the taxi and stole my money. I was completely after this incident because I didn't expect to have such a bad luck during my trip. Nevertheless, I upped my courage and tried to overcome the challenges. The following day, I used my credit card to withdraw money. After that, I went to the market and bought some for my family. Even though there were some challenges in my trip, I had a great time there. Thank you for your time and don't forget to stay safe.